We're back for round 4 of Summer Sunday Shorts.
We're wearing long pants.
Just kidding. We hope you've enjoyed following along so far this summer. After today, we're halfway done. 4 down and 4 to go.
If you're just now joining us for the first time, that is okay. We're glad you're here, and you can get caught up at any time by watching previous videos on Facebook or on our website.
Remember, send one of us a text message with the key phrase from each video to let us know you've watched it. Everyone who watches every video will be entered into a drawing for the grand prize at the end of the summer.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is why we're here. We want to begin by offering you a question to ponder. You can write it down if you want. We'll answer it over the course of this video.
It's a strange question. It's a trick question. You'll know it's a trick question because the answer seems obvious, and we rarely ask such obvious questions. Are you ready?
Is it possible to sin while doing something for God? Or is it possible to sin while giving something to God?
The answer to both of those questions is yes, even though it might seem counterintuitive.
If you're like me, you've likely spent a lot of your life trying to make God happy by what you've done for him. I would imagine that sometimes he was quite pleased with me. Other times, though, I think he was much less impressed with me than I was with myself, and less impressed than other people were with me.
Part of that is because it's easy for us to worry more about what others think of us than what God wants for us. We worry more about what we want to do for him and how we want to do it for him than we think about what he actually wants from us. We can do things for him and him still be second or third priority.
Let me explain it a little bit differently. Growing up, I was involved in a lot of different activities at school, and I was involved in everything that my youth group and church did. I was a clear leader in our youth group, and at school I had an impressive reputation of being a good Christian kid. And it was this way all throughout high school. I didn't party, I didn't drink, but I was still well known and well liked. I was FCA president, and everyone knew that my faith was important to me. But aside from being involved in so many good things and being committed to doing so many good things, my faith was actually pretty shallow. Deep down, I was more concerned about my perceived commitment to God than I was with having an actual authentic relationship with him.
Are we commending ourselves to you again? No, we are giving you a reason to be proud of us, so you can answer those who brag about having a spectacular ministry rather than having a sincere heart.
The second half of that verse described me perfectly. I was quick to talk about and show off everything I was doing for God, but my heart wasn't always sincere.
Using Clay's example, you can love your youth group, love the good things you're doing, and love the people that are proud of you. But that is often not the same as having God as your priority.
Exactly. You can be consumed with doing good things, yet it still not be authentic. Are you doing stuff for God? Yes. But in that case, are you also sinning? Yes.
Does this describe you? Maybe you're busy doing a lot of things for God, things that impress you and others. But are you doing what he wants from you or what you want to do for him? Are you walking by faith, or are you actually doing what makes sense?
Do you only do for him what is comfortable for you? Showing up to church, going on youth group trips, talking about him when you're safely around other Christians? Or are you stepping out into what he has actually asked you to do? Where's your heart in relation to God? Is it fully his? Do you spend time with him because you long to be in his presence more than anywhere else?
God wants our hearts first. He wants us to love him, to be thankful for him, and to be broken over our sin, while also being secure in his love and his salvation. If what's going on inside is not aligned with him, nothing we do outwardly can please him.
O my people, listen as I speak. Here are my charges against you, O Israel. I am God, your God. I have no complaint about your sacrifices or the burnt offerings you constantly offer. But I do not need the bulls from your barns or the goats from your pens. For all the animals of the forest are mine, and I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know every bird on the mountains, and all the animals of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for all the world is mine and everything in it. Do I eat the meat of bulls? Do I drink the blood of goats? Make thankfulness your sacrifice to God, and keep the vows you made to the Most High. Then call on me when you are in trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory.
You see, Israel was doing the correct outward things, which were visible to other people and other nations. They were making sacrifices, they were making burnt offerings constantly. They never missed a beat with that, but they did miss the point.
God didn't require sacrifices because he needed them. That had to do with their relationship with him. He didn't really need anything from them, just as he doesn't really need anything from us. There is nothing we could give him that isn't already his. Well, except for one thing. We can give him ourselves fully. We have free will, and we can choose whether or not we surrender to him.
He wants us to give him our gratitude, recognizing that everything we have is his. He wants us to give him our gratitude, understanding that we only have life, both physical and spiritual, because he has given it and sustains it. And he wants us to give faithfulness as a sacrifice to him.
So, our key phrase for today is, I will sacrifice my heart to God and make it fully his. Be sure to text that phrase to one of us so we know that you watched.
And don't just write it down or text it. Do it. Give your life fully over to God. Seek his face. Rest in his presence. Be in his word. Listen for him. Be who he has created you to be, and do what he has created you to do.
That's it for this week's Summer Sunday Shorts. Allow yourself to be challenged by this message and spend some time evaluating your relationship with God this week. Thanks.